Good morning and welcome to another episode of Weekly Spark. We're doing something different for October. Some of you may have heard of Inktober, which is a challenge to draw every day with prompts every day. Well, on Instagram, Mab Graves, who is an artist, does her own version of that called Drawlloween. And the prompts are fabulous. I've decided that once a day is more than I can do in this busy show season. So I've selected her once a week option. And those 5 weeks, are going to be my themes for Weekly Spark. I'll post all the links to her Instagram and to the themes that I'll be using down in the comments below. So the first theme is Shapeshifter. And as you may have guessed by seeing these images as they start to roll by in the video, I've chosen the Selkie. So I am working in my 8-inch square Arteza watercolor sketchbook, and I pulled different images to collage in, both of a seal and of some women in various states of dress and undress. And I'm just, I didn't overthink it. I just pulled things out of my stash. You'll see the paper that I have pulled in different colors in kind of a blue and gray Selkie palette. And I am going to do an image transfer here where you see me kind of lining up this image that's been flipped over. So let me just step back and have you enjoy this video for a little bit. I will say before I go that if you like this video, I would love to have a thumbs up or a subscribe. That really helps out the channel. All of that, all those YouTube things are muchly appreciated. So I'll pop back in towards the end, but for now, just, sit back and enjoy the process. So, me again. I had a little bit of an aha moment. I was working right here with Tombow marker, and some of the gel medium and the gesso was a little wet. I was getting that gunk on the brush tip of the pen, which really can kill a Tombow marker. So I wasn't happy with how that was going. I actually took one of my distress sprays, which was just the right kind of like chipped sapphire, I think. It was that bluish gray color. And I squirted it into the cap of the squirt bottle, and I could dip my brush in. Why had I never thought of this before? It was the best solution. To have the color, which I knew I had ready-made, which was exactly what I wanted, but to not have the spray pattern since I wasn't ready for that. I'm going to do a little spray and a little splattering, but I didn't want so much of that dark blue in such a distinct, kind of spray aerosol pattern. So yeah, I do the same thing with some watercolor in a minute, actually mixing them right together in the cap. I did, clean it out with a paper towel before I put it back on, but definitely a trick that I'm going to come back to. It was very satisfying, very user-friendly. happy with how this turned out. I love the grayish blue palette because that color really evokes the Selkie to me. If Selkies are new to you, they are from Celtic folklore, and they are seals in the water and women on land. They can simply shed their sealskin and take on human form. So, the perfect shapeshifter. There are quite a few tales that tell of them marrying human men and their children being incredibly gifted since they have some of the magic of the Fae in them. And often the tales tell about the women being treated poorly, being struck 3 times, even if in error or jest, and then leaving that mortal husband and going back to the sea. So, a little bit of girl power for you there, and definitely my favorite shapeshifter for this week's prompt for Drawlloween. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you next week for another episode of Weekly Spark. And as always, I hope you have time to take it to the page.